I caught my boyfriend telling some girl he was single and that I was just his roommate. Then the next morning he acted like I was the shady one for leaving him alone at the party. My boyfriend, 23M, and I, 21F, have our first year anniversary in 2 weeks. We went out last night to a birthday party of our mutual friends. He got pretty tipsy but not wasted. I didn't drink since I was driving us home. And at some point in the night I went to go get water, and when I came back, there was a ton of people in the room, so I was standing directly behind him, trying to get through. He was talking to some girl and I heard her ask, "So is that girl you came in with your girlfriend?" And he distinctly said after some hesitation, "No, she's just my roommate, haha." I got really pissed off but didn't say anything, just came up to stand next to him. I didn't want to make a scene at my friend's birthday party, but he was going to get an earful when we left. He didn't even notice me for a few seconds and said something like, "You're so pretty," to the other girl. She noticed me glaring at him and left. I was so pissed off at him that I just decided to walk away and talk to my friends the rest of the night. Probably a mistake of not addressing it right there at the time, but I wanted to avoid a big scene if I could. I tried to enjoy myself. My friend, the host of the party, came up to me and asked me if my boyfriend and I had broken up, and she didn't know, because she had heard him telling somebody that he was single. After that I just decided to go home. I was really upset and he could find a ride or crash at our friend's place. She said it would be okay because tons of people were crashing in the living room already. I went home without saying a word to him. This morning I woke up to all of these texts and calls from him, really pissed that I ditched him at the party without a ride or without warning. He demanded to know in an accusing voice where I had disappeared off to, as if I was the one up to some shady crap. I'm just angry and confused because this is coming out of nowhere for me. We have a great relationship and have never had a fight. He tells me all the time that he's so happy we're together and that I'm the best thing that ever happened to him and that he wants to be with me forever, and now pretending I'm not his girlfriend? Claiming he's single? Flirting with other girls right in front of me? He has never done anything like that before, and I haven't even caught him looking at other girls. I don't drink, so is this just dumb drunken behavior that I should excuse? Should I give him a chance to explain himself or just end things now? I'm so pissed off and feel so disrespected. I can't even think of what reason he could give that would somehow make what he did okay in my eyes, but I'm willing to listen to anyone's perspective or other angles on the situation. Relevant comments. Commenter, you should say to him, "You made it clear last night that you are single. I don't wait around for ex-boyfriends to give them rides home. Cut contact, the end." OP, wow, this is perfect. I'm considering texting this to him now. First update, the same day, I texted him, "You made it clear last night that you are single. I don't wait around for ex-boyfriends to give them rides home. Don't bother coming back here," as one of the commenters suggested. He immediately tried to call me and I didn't pick up. Then he texted, "What the hell are you talking about?" How could he not know? My friend, the host, even just texted me and told him she'd given him an earful all morning when he woke up for being such a jerk to me. He denied everything and said he has no idea what she's talking about. They got into a fight about it because he stuck to his guns and claims he never said any of that stuff. I have a feeling he's going to pretend he doesn't remember or blacked out as a way to get out of this. He said he's getting a ride back to my place now. I'm considering not answering the door, but what if he really doesn't remember? I kind of don't care though. He's coming here now, what do I do? Relevant comments. Commenter, was he blackout drunk? Either way, this would probably be a deal breaker for me, though I might be curious to see what he has to say for himself via email. I wouldn't talk with him in person. He's only going to try and sweet talk you, make excuses, and make you feel crazy. Not worth it. OP, I firmly believe he wasn't blackout drunk, because he didn't drink that much, at least by the time he first said the roommate thing. It was like 30 minutes after we had first arrived and he'd had 3 beers? That's not enough to get blackout drunk, right? And I'm torn on talking to him in person. I feel like through text he's able to get his story straight and review his thoughts before sending them to have a more cohesive excuse. Whereas in person I can tell if he's bull-crapping me or not. I won't be letting him into my place though. If we do talk, we'll go somewhere public where I can leave if I want. Second update, still the same day, he's almost here. My friend told me to talk to him just to hear the complete load of crap he's going to unleash on you. Dump him, I would, and she's known him for longer than she's known me. I'm not going to answer the door. Thanks, all. Final update, the next day. I know most of you will be disappointed to hear this, but I decided to give him another chance after hearing what he had to say. Just kidding, I only kid because I'm still bawling my eyes out. I did decide to answer the door and hear what he had to say, if only to try to understand his reasons behind it, not as a way to forgive him, but to fully understand why. At first he denied it and said that none of it ever happened, and that my friend was lying to me because she was jealous of us and had always wanted him. She has a boyfriend of 3 years. He said he had no idea what she was talking about or why I was so mad at him. I just said, "I heard you say it too." He said, "Say what?" But then he just saw the look on my face and crumbled. He said that prior to us dating, he had never gotten attention from girls before, and it went to his head when it happened last night. He said that he'd always felt in disbelief because he believed I was out of his league and it was pure fluke that I'd ever been interested in him. Apparently girls never approached him before we were dating, ever, so when it happened at the party he didn't know how to react. That was his excuse? He said he enjoyed the attention for once in his life and just went with it. According to him, he wasn't planning on doing anything but just impulsively said whatever to keep the attention coming. He swears up and down that he just enjoyed the ego boost that came from girls being interested in him, but he would never ever cheat on me. In his mind, he thought it was harmless because he knew he would never let it go further than feeding his ego, and that if he'd known that I would hear, he never would have done it and risked hurting me. At this point I started to cry, because to me it was such a stupid reason to throw away what we had. I know some of you will say that I should forgive him. Got a lot of private messages and comments saying it was just a dumb mistake, and I say dumb crap I don't mean when I'm drunk too, but I just can't. He broke my trust in him and, honestly, he hurt my pride. I want a guy who can handle when some other girl shows interest in him with maturity and respect. A guy who loves me so much that he would never dream of leading a girl on for attention because I feel like my attention should be enough. Someone who's proud to point at me and say sorry, I'm taken and she's a great girl with no regrets. I told him that I thought it was a really stupid reason to damage our relationship, being insecure and an attention whore, and I guess it must have sunk in that I was planning to leave him. He broke down crying too and begged me to please try to forgive him because it was a stupid drunken mistake. It was so hard to stay strong, but I was very angry with him. I cried so hard because he started telling me he loved me more than anyone and he was just stupid, drunk, and inexperienced, and he wished he could take it all back because it wasn't worth losing me. I said I was glad he realized his mistake, but if he really loved me more than anyone, then he really needed a better way to show it than pretending I don't exist to other pretty girls. He got hysterical and just started saying a bunch of crap and apologizing through his tears. I told him that I thought his actions last night were honestly pathetic and disgusting, and they changed my view of him. I told him it was sad that he would throw himself after a girl and lie just to get a few minutes of attention, and that I didn't think it was a good excuse to say that never happened to me before, so I didn't know how to handle, or I was just innocently enjoying the attention. What would happen next time? How could I trust him to act appropriately and control himself? He said that he'd learned from this and he'd do better next time, but honestly I just couldn't get over it. He made me feel worthless as his girlfriend and something he had to hide to get the attention of other women because my attention wasn't adequate. I know that isn't necessarily true, but that's just how he made me feel and I can't help that. I also told him he'd lowered himself in my eyes and I didn't respect him anymore. So I told him to get out and not talk to me anymore. I'm leaving a box of his stuff on the porch so he can get it without talking to me. Then I laid my couch and cried with my dog until I felt sick. It shouldn't feel this crappy because I'm still really mad at him, but we had an amazing year together and it sucks that something so small and stupid could cause him to jeopardize that. I don't want to be with a guy who values our relationship so little. I feel better today. It sucks not being in a relationship anymore, but I feel like I deserve better. He's been blowing up my phone saying he's been at home crying and he loves me so much. I'm just waiting for him to pick up his stuff so I can block his number. My best friend also just broke up with his girlfriend of 2 years, so we're planning a road trip together to take our mind off things. I wasn't able to go before because I didn't want to make my boyfriend uncomfortable, go figure. But this weekend I'm going to go hang out with my bestie and swim at the beach and forget things. Thanks for the support, Reddit. You helped me stay clear-headed. I have a lot of hate and bitterness in my heart right now, but I'm hoping that will pass. Relevant comments. When told OP is ending a relationship over a small white lie. OP, I don't think denying a year-long relationship with your girlfriend present is a small white lie, and I don't think it's healthy to crave female attention so badly that you're willing to deny being in a relationship just to get a morsel of attention. I think it is a wrong action to disrespect your partner and lie to lead women on, and I think you're doing 23-year-old males a disservice by insisting this is a normal thing for them. But okay.